Hello viewers, how are you? Hope you all are doing well. Welcome to my channel Minutes View. So in today's video, what we will discuss is, as you know, IPL has been suspended. So in the recent past, I had been uploading videos regarding this fantasy teams which you could use with IPL to win those spots, those games. But now as IPL is suspended, so what will we do now? Will our earnings be stopped? Can't you earn anything else? No, it's not like that. There are many other fantasy leagues other than IPL. So in this video, I will discuss about all those leagues, the apps in which you can play, and also the technique that you can use to win them. See, the new fantasy leagues is what I will tell you about now. They are not that much popular like IPL, and most of the players you don't know, but still you can win. How? These things we'll discuss in this video. I'll tell you how to use the tricks to guess which players will perform today, even if you don't know them. So watch my video till then. Before going ahead, if you have not yet subscribed my channel, please click the subscribe button and also click the bell notifications icon so that whenever I can upload this kind of video, you get to know it. Okay. So first of all, I would like to tell you about the leagues, the cricket leagues that are currently going on in the not world cricket, in fact in county level, at county level. Okay, so two of the most popular leagues being played at present are, first, the Prague League T10, the Prague T10 League, and second, St. Lucia T10 Blast. See, both these leagues, they are being played nowadays, and in a day they used to have 3 to 4 matches. So, and every match is of only 10 overs. So it's quite easy for you to sit for 5 to 10 minutes, take the teams and win big. Even if you lose 1 or 2 matches, you can win in other matches. But the question comes, you don't know the players who play in them. So how to deal with them? Even if you search over the internet, you will get only the names of the players. But which players perform in what way? How to do that? Okay, the tips and tricks I will tell you. See, first of all, the apps, which apps to use. I told you in earlier videos also, the apps that I like the most for playing fantasy cricket are My 11 Circle and Players Spot. I support these two apps due to some reasons. See, My 11 Circle gives you several offers, like at ₹1 you can win up to 10 lakh. In IPL it was up to 1 crore, but now also in some of the matches it is giving such kind of offers. Apart from that, you get a ₹10 tournament. You invest only ₹10 and you can win up to ₹10,000. Well, now some people will think that simply investing ₹10 and winning ₹10,000, it happens in any grand league, in any app. Then why am I asking you to play in this particular app and this particular tournament? In My 11 Circle, you see a tournament whose entry fee is ₹10 and you win 10,000 if you win. Well, it's common. In other grand leagues also, you win like this only. But in other grand leagues, you invest ₹10 and you win 10,000 only if you are at rank number 1. At rank number 2, this prize amount straight away gets down to 5,000, 2,000 or even 1,000. Rank 3, you earn only 500, and rank 4, 5 ₹100. Afterwards, you see, as your rank goes down to 10th, 12th, 15th and like that, your earnings gradually decrease to a lot extent. See, in any tournament, be it the first prize be 1 lakh, 10 lakh or anything, first prize, second prize, third prize, up to this much only you get full amount. In fact, first prize gives you full amount, second and third prize also give you quite less amount. So if entry fee is ₹10 and highest winning prize is ₹10,000, in any other grand league, in any app, you will find that first prize will be ₹10,000, second will come down to 2,000, 1,000 and gradually it will go down. So till 15th to 20th rank, you will get ₹50, 20, even less than the entry fee. So that doesn't make much of a profit, because not all people will be number 1. At least some bifurcations would be there, some relaxations would be there, so that up to rank 10, 15, 20, 25, you should win something. But in this particular tournament of My 11 Circle, suppose 80,000 members are there. So this, at entry fee of rupees 10, the award is rupees 10,000 up to the rank of 56. Means rank 1 to rank 56, everyone, each and every person will get this rupees 10,000. So that's a good thing. That thing makes it different from other apps and other tournaments also. I hope you have understood. I repeat the same thing. Entry fee is rupees 10, prize amount is rupees 10,000, but this 10,000 is not limited to the first rank only. It is given up to 56th rank. Nearly the total collections minus 30% they give. Suppose total collection is suppose total number of people are 80,000. So total collection you will be having 8 lakh. So they are giving 5,60,000 to up to 56 members. So even the person getting rank 1 is getting 10,000, and the person at rank 50, 57, not 57, 55, 56, they are also getting the same amount. So that's a good thing. Even if you are not able to get first rank, second, third, fifth, 10th, 15th, 20th, you still get the same prize. So that's the special thing. It changes, like if total entries are 80,000, they give up to 56th rank. If total entries are 50,000, they give up to 35 rank, and like that it varies. So the basic concept is they give you about 30%, 30% minus from the total earnings. So at 50,000 they earn 5 lakh rupees. At 50,000 members they earn 5 lakh rupees. So they give away rupees 3,50,000, means 10,000 to 35 rank, up to 35 rank. So again, that's a good thing. In any other tournament, you will see first rank is the top, second rank gradually down, third rank further down. After fourth, fifth rank, the prize amount is very less. So you can try this one. At 10 rupees, win rupees 10,000. Apart from this also, you can see the smaller leagues. In player spot, you get some good options. Even if you want to invest less, they start from rupees 9. Rupees 9-10 you can invest, or if you have budget, you can invest 500,000, 10,000, whatever you want to play. They give good prizes. Further, another important another benefit of playing in player spot. Now I am talking of player spot. Earlier that rupees 10 to 10,000 was about My 11 Circle, and now I am talking about players spot. Another benefit of playing in players spot is that they give you free giveaways several times. Even in football they give free giveaways. In the European League, they are giving last 2-3 days they have been giving free giveaways up to rupees 5,000. So okay, the amount is not much. 5,000 is not a big amount. Even first prize is rupees 300 or so, but that's for free without any financial risk. So why not play? And you can make 12 different teams. Just take 5 minutes. If you open the app, you will see the playing 11 after the toss, probably half hour or 45 minutes before the start of the game. So out of those playing 11, playing 22 in fact, in those two teams, so quite easily you can choose your 11 players and change your captains and vice captain, thereby make 12 teams. So out of 12 teams, even if one of the teams get good rank, you will earn something with that of free of cost, nothing to invest. So that's a good thing. Now okay, this is about free giveaway, you won't get it daily. Now I will tell you the trick to win these cricket T10 matches, the T10 Blast, that St. Lucia T10 Blast, as well as this Prague T10 League. So you don't know the players, then how to play? Okay, you sit with your computer 1 hour before start of the game. See, one advantage they are having, the toss is done in Prague, in this Prague Super League or whatsoever, Prague T10 League I am calling it. So toss is done 1 hour before start of the match. In IPL or in international matches, you have seen that toss is done only half hour ago, and after that the teams are given on the internet websites, and hardly you get 15 to 20 minutes to make your teams. Even in the last 2-3 minutes, sometimes the apps hang also, because so many people are using it. So hardly you get 15 to 20 minutes. But in this case, in this Prague T10 League, teams are finalized 1 hour before the start of the match. So you have full 1 hour in hand to do your research, and you can quite easily take your own time. If you don't want to sit at 1 hour ago, you can sit half hour ago also. It doesn't take much time. But how to predict the players, which players to take? Very simple. Like the international matches and these IPL matches you watch in CricBuzz, there is another site called Sportskeeda. You can open it and you will get the details of these small T10 leagues, both this St. Lucia league as well as this Prague league. So both the teams, final 11, toss, everything details you will get. And after you see the total team, all the players, you need to know the batting order and bowling order. See, like in CricBuzz, we have seen the teams announced. They are given in proper batting order generally, although there might be some exceptions, but generally they are given in proper batting order. But in this Sportskeeda, in these small T10 leagues, you won't get the proper batting order. To look up for the actual batting order, you need to look up the previous games. Very simple. Open the series in the same website, Sportskeeda. I'm not saying about Sportskeeda only. You can use some other website also. But the main thing is that you need to know the final playing 11 based on their batting and bowling orders. So for that you have to see their previous matches. So how to search previous matches? Quite simple. You get the link for the schedule of the series. Click on that. See that teams' names, and you open two different matches in which these two teams playing today, they will be playing in. They have played earlier in some other matches with some other people, some other team. So that doesn't make any problem, because you need these two teams batting lineup and bowling lineup. So once you open up them, see which players to take. If you have zero idea, if you know who are the better players, even you can do research, because you can open up in the same page. You will get the link to open up more previous matches. There you get to know which players perform well, which players don't perform, and all these. So after you get the actual batting and bowling lineups, one thing you have to do is to select the players. How to select the players? See, based on the toss, first I would like to tell you, in this Prague T10 league, toss is also done when the players are declared, the final list of players are declared. But in the St. Lucia league, toss is not done. Toss is done and at just 10 to 15 minutes before start of the game. But you get the final teams more than 1 hour before the start of the match. So that's the good thing. So in the Prague T10 league, what to do? Check out which team won the toss and who is fielding first. See, generally it happens, even we have seen in IPL also, the team batting second, very often they chase down the entire target with either without losing wickets or by losing only 1 or 2 wickets. So these teams, they are not having that kind of great players like in IPL. So well, it will very less happen that there's very less possibility that only openers will chase down the target. But up to number 3-4, they often chase down the target. So how to make your team? See the team which bats second. Try to take 6 players from the team, including batsmen and bowlers, from the team batting second, and take remaining 5 players from the team batting first. Okay. So which players to take? Check their batting lineup. Take openers from both the teams. Take number 3 also. From both the teams you take openers and number 3. These 3 batsmen you must take. After that you look for the bowlers. The bowlers who can bat also, because in these leagues most players are not specialist bowlers or batsmen. Most of them play as all-rounders only. So they bowl also, bat also. So in the earlier matches you need to see which are the bowlers who bats up the order at number 4 or 5 and also gets full 2 overs of bowling. It's a 10-over game, so one bowler can bowl maximum 2 overs only. So that type of players you can take. So both the openers you have taken, number 3 you have taken. Then take the all-rounders or the first 2 bowlers. In this way you get your 5-6 players from each team. And very often you will see the person opening is also bowling is full 2 overs. So in that way you get an extra bowler. So in this way try to cover as much as batting and bowling lineup as possible. In some matches you will find that you will be able to take all 5 bowlers. How? Because for the top 4 batsmen, out of the top 4 batsmen, 3 of them are bowling their full quota of overs and only 1 or 2 bowlers are left. You take them also. You are planning to take 5-6 bowlers from each team. So that's your lineup. So from the team batting second, you take openers number 3, then you take all-rounders and the bowlers. Take only those bowlers who complete their quota of bowling. You can see that in the previous matches. And from the team batting first, you can take up to 4 batsmen. You take 4 batsmen, and within those 4 batsmen, for sure you will get 1 or 2 all-rounders also. So you are getting bowlers also. And after that, 1 left, so you can take a dedicated bowler. The performances you can see in the past match. Even if they didn't perform well, then also you can take them. If they are the first or second bowler, or they are even completing the quota. Because in T10 matches, especially in these kind of leagues, where the greatest of players are not available, the A-grade players are not available. So in these leagues, anybody can perform. So the basic concept is take those players who get more and more opportunity to bat and bowl. So you take the top 3 batsmen and top 2 bowlers, and there are all-rounders who bats in top 3-4 and also bowls their full quota of overs. So that's the good idea. So in this way you are having both your teams, players from both the teams. So 5 players from team batting first and 6 players from team batting second. This is a general rule. There is no such hard and fast. You can definitely change it. After that, who to make the captain and vice captain? Again, very simple. Generally, the team batting second, the openers play much better than the team batting first. So you take captain from one of the openers team batting second, and take your vice captain from one of the openers from the team batting first. Now, whom to choose? Well, if you are playing a small league, a head-to-head league, you take the best opener who is scoring more runs. You can see in the past match, you can see in earlier matches also. Even while selection also, you can see the percentages whom most people are choosing. So take the best of the 2 openers of second innings as your captain, and take the best opener of the 2 openers from first innings as your vice captain. This is for head-to-head leagues. If you are playing a medium kind of tournament in which 4 people, 10 people more are involved, you need to get up to some rank, but that is not a grand league. So in medium kind of leagues, you make the same team, as I explained earlier, make the same team, but while selecting your captain and vice captain, just change it from the best player. Like captain you will make from the openers of second innings only, second innings batting, but don't take the best player, take the inferior opener. Again, in the first innings also take the inferior opener as your vice captain. This way what will happen is, you will score out of others. In 2 matches you can lose, but in third match you will definitely win. Even it happens that in these T10 leagues, the inferior players perform well. It happens many times. So in those conditions, you can win straight away, even if you win 2-3 consecutive matches also. So overall, you will be definitely in profit if you use these concepts. Say I'm talking about the basic concepts only. Other changes you might do, it's up to you only, your money, your risk and your winnings. But still, these ideas will help you a lot. Now, how to know about the pitch? In IPL, you knew what type of pitch is there in Delhi, what type of pitch is in Gujarat, in Maharashtra, Mumbai, and in Chennai. Spin pitch, fast pitch, batting pitch, bowling pitch. But in these leagues, how can you know? Well, it is not important to know the pitch exactly in these kind of tournaments. Still, if you look at the community section in Sportskeeda and other websites, you will get to know about the pitch. It is batting friendly or bowling friendly, and spinners will get aid, pacers will get aid. Accordingly, you can take the players. It's not a big issue, because in 10 overs you can't say for sure of anything. Even in batting pitches, sometimes it happens that the top order batsmen fall down very soon and very low score is done. And again, in the bowling friendly pitches, sometimes some opponents hit some 3-4 sixes at the beginning, and then the score gets past 100. So you can't do exactly the same things. So okay, we have discussed about these small leagues and medium leagues. Now what about these grand leagues? Nothing exceptional you need to do. In grand leagues you make several teams. The basic team you take as the concept as I explained earlier. After that, keep changing your captain and vice captain. Make the inferior opponents of both the teams as your captain and vice captain. Then take the number 3 players. Then take an all-rounder who can bat ball, who can give you some points. Like that you can do. So as many teams you make in Grand League, the more the probability is of your winning. Okay, so that's fine. So I hope you have understood the concept of playing in this Prague T10 League as well as that St. Lucia T10 Blast. Both leagues have similar concepts only. See, in that St. Lucia T10 Blast, toss is not done 1 hour ago. So, but the teams are finalized. So you can make your teams, 5 teams and say 5 players from one team, 6 players from another team. And when toss is done at 10 minutes ago, you just open your computer once again and make 1 or 2 changes. Teams you are getting final before 1 hour ago. That's the best thing. So the apps you use to play these games, the best ones I explained earlier. One is My 11 Circle and another is Player Spot. If you haven't yet joined them, you can get the links in the description of this video. And in case of My 11 Circle, you click on the link, download, then register and start playing. In Player Spot, you click the link, first register. You will get the link in email when you verify your mobile number and email. So click that link and then download it. Don't try to download it from other sites as it is not available in the Play Store. Also in other sites you might get the fake app, and fake apps might be a threat to your phone and your computer and whatever. So this is the best way to join these apps. If you have not yet registered, just use the links in given in this video's description to join and download. Another good thing in Players Spot is that if you are not feeling good to play these cricket games, if you are getting bored to play all these cricket games, they give you other options also. What other options? If you click on the games tab, they give you options for Ludo, Carom, Chess, not Carom, Ludo, Chess, and even there's Snake Ladder Ludo and many more. So you can play them also and earn money. Everybody know how to play Ludo, how to play Snake Ladder. So quite easily you can play them. There are two people in tournaments and you can easily win them. Make small investments first and after 1 or 2 games you can win big. So Players Spot is the app which gives you all these options. So as I explained earlier, below this video in the description you'll get the link to register and download Players Spot. And Carom game is also available, but Carom game is given in My 11 Circle. Link for My 11 Circle is also given in this description. So you can enjoy these games also in your free time. Okay, one more interesting offer just came in my mind just now. In My 11 Circle, tomorrow in this Prague T10 League, you will get a tournament in which you can invest only ₹1 and win up to ₹10 lakh. Not up to, you can win fully ₹10 lakh. You will win less only if there is any tie or something like that. Otherwise you win fully ₹10 lakh with just ₹1, and you can make entry with 15 teams. So you can make 10 to 15 teams of whatever you know, whatever you understand. No loss at all. I know you won't mind losing these 10 to 15 rupees. Taking a risk of just 10 to 15 rupees, you get to win ₹10 lakhs. But tomorrow only. This type of offers does not come every day. Today also there was an offer in this Pakistan and Zimbabwe league, Zimbabwe test match, but that's over, and most of you might not prefer playing these test matches because it takes 5 days to come the result. But tomorrow in this T10 match, you get this offer of winning ₹10 lakhs. So why wait? Just start playing in My 11 Circle and join this tomorrow's Prague T10 League and stand in a chance to win ₹10 lakhs. You can make 15 teams at just ₹10-15. Okay, if you don't want to spend ₹10-15, then also no issue. Just spend ₹1 and enter the tournament. and try to make some of the funky teams which other peoples will not make. See, as I explained you earlier, to understand the batting lineups and bowling lineups, you make the team accordingly. After that, you can drop one important batsman or the important bowlers. See, if you drop, see, suppose two teams you are having, team A and B. If you are dropping the important opener of team A, then take all the strike bowlers of team B and make captain of one of those strike bowlers, and make vice captain from team B only. What will happen is, if that opening batsman, that main batsman gets out soon, who will take the wicket? The main strike bowlers of the other team only. So this concept you can use, and like this, using different concepts, you can make up to 15 teams and join that tournament. Rupee 1 to 10 lakhs. So that's a good thing. Okay, so we have discussed several things that we can do without IPL also. So to conclude, I would just like to remind you that these kind of games, although they are legal, okay fine, they are good to win, but still they carry some sort of financial risks also. So always be careful. Don't invest such amount which you can't afford to lose. Start playing in lower amounts. When you gain some experience, you can invest bigger. So that thing you have to keep in mind, because nobody can say for sure which players will play well. No video person, no YouTube person can tell you the exact things, who will play or who will not play. So it's your money, your winnings, and at the same time your risk also. So okay fine, not to worry much about that. You can start with small amounts if you are not playing, and if you have played, you have won something, you must have understood the concepts, the basic concepts, and once you get to know the basic concepts, it becomes easy for you to play big. So I hope you have liked the information given by me in this video. So if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe it soon, because these type of videos you will not get in other YouTube channels. And also click the bell notification icon so that you get to know about my videos whenever they are uploaded. Also, these fantasy leagues, if you have not yet joined this My 11 Circle and Player Spot, use the links below and join soon. Subscribe my channel, give a like, comment if you want anything else. Okay, have a great day, happy winnings.